healing messages with Reina. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. This reading is for Pisces for the week of November 23rd through the 29th. However, there's no timestamp on it, so whenever you were guided to watch this video is when you were meant to receive the message. So let's get started, and I like to start with the chakra singing bowl, and my intention is to raise the vibration so that through all these elements we could bring the most relevant information for all of us involved. I have already cleared the cards and they're ready to go. The intention has been set, so I will do a clear shuffle, and I'm gonna give a little brief of how this is gonna work. I'm gonna be pulling 3 cards, and those for the Greater Wave Tarot deck, and I am going to be pulling 3 cards, and those cards are going to focus on your current energy and what guidance the universe has for you for this week. And that's going to follow with 2 additional cards from a different deck that is going to focus on your conscious and subconscious mind. And then we'll continue with 2 angel cards from 2 different decks, the angel messages, universe angel messages, and the archangel messages. And then I am going to be pulling from my shamanic deck, I'm going to be pulling an animal spirit guide card or power animal, and see what that animal has to, what message this animal has for you. Some of us might have affinity to a particular animal, or might dream of this animal, might see this animal, or it could just simply be an animal that is trying to communicate a message to us. If we're willing to listen, animals have messages that could be very healing, and they could offer us guidance in our life path and through our lives. So and last but not least, I am going to be pulling a card from my Reiki chakra healing deck. I work with the 7 energy fields, the 7 chakras, and from the root to the top, the crown chakra. And our energy fields could influence and affect our lives in different ways. When they're out of balance, they could affect our overall well-being. So I will explain how that works a little bit later on, but and I will, whichever card I'm guided to pull, I will give you a little bit of guidance on how we could go about bringing that energy into balance. So with no further ado, let's get started. And as I said, the cards have been intention and set and clear, so I'm going to do a clear shuffle, and I will get started. Spirits and guides, angels, universe, bring the most relevant information for Pisces. Give us the answers that we seek. These cards are going to focus they're going to focus on bringing your current energy and any potential guidance that you may need for this week. So we will proceed with pulling your conscious and subconscious mind. And the objective of that is to bring things to the surface, things that you could heal or pay attention to, that you could benefit from resolving situations or receiving some kind of guidance. And especially at the subconscious level, there might be things we might not even be aware of, and then coming to the surface, that gives us an opportunity to address them and obtain the best outcome. Spirit, angels, and guides, universe, bring the most relevant information for Pisces. This is the conscious mind and subconscious mind. And now let's look at what the archangels, what message the archangels have for us. We're going to be pulling 1 card. So let's see what message is the most relevant and most beneficial for us to have this week. Now let's pull 1 card from the universe. universe, angels, spirits, bring the most relevant information for Pisces. Now let's pull one card from the shamanic deck and see what our spirit animals have, what message they have for us for this week. And last but not least, let's move on to our crown, or chakra, our chakra system, and see which energy field, which chakra might benefit from the most healing this week, which chakra we might need to pay the most attention to. So that is the card I was guided to pull. So with no further ado, a disclaimer here. This is the general reading, so it might resonate with some of you, and it might not resonate with all of you. So, and some information might resonate, and just take whatever resonates and let go of what doesn't. Another thing, because it's a general reading, it's basically the information is going to be presented, and it's up to you to apply however it fits it within your life. And basically discern it and apply it, because it could be in a financial sector, it could be in an emotional sector, it could be your job, it could apply to different areas. So I'm going to present it, and you could apply it however it fits, however it resonates with you. So let's get started. Okay. So the energies that I am getting right now are basically suggesting that you've been waiting for your chips to come in. Basically, you have done the work, and you are waiting for things to manifest. You have done your work, and you are just on a standing on the horizon, just waiting at things to align. And this is also a card of travel. So for some of you, it could mean travel, but for the most case, this is a card that it suggests that you're waiting for your ship to come in, or in some cases, it suggests some partnerships. But all in all, it suggests everything is in alignment. You already made a decision, and whichever decision you made, now you're just waiting for that to consolidate. You just need to have patience, and it's making progress. Things are happening. You're just waiting for things to, kind of like the seeds are growing, basically. It's important to remind yourself to be patient, because this is a matter of just waiting for things to manifest. So it suggests that basically things are in order, they're in process, and things are happening. So you just got to be patient. Now with the Seven of Wands as your also in your energy, it suggests that this card suggests it basically strongly recommends you to stay away from high drama, basically. And it's a card that it talks about standing your ground and basically shine and rise, and it's about risk taking, and most importantly, standing your ground and being your authentic self, and following your goals and convictions and challenges. And you could be feeling a little bit under attack, but overall, stand your ground. It's a card that basically recommends courage and conviction, and it's basically this is more like a offering guidance, basically saying stand your ground, have the courage, avoid any conflicts or dramas, and be your authentic self, follow your goals, and go after them. Could be challenging, because you might be feeling under attack. It's not suggesting that it's going to be an easy path, but is suggesting that by being your authentic self, you could obtain your goals and overcome the challenges, even if you're feeling under attack. It's a card that is offering you the courage and also the advice to stay away from drama. Um, it also suggests that there might be competition around you, so you might have a lot of competition around you. You might be surrounded with competitiveness, but you need to rise and shine through it and take the risk. So it's a card that strongly suggests that. And the um, bottom energy, which is the Two of Swords, suggests that you need to create balance the opposite forces. So basically, this is an energy that suggests that in your mind, you know, in your mind frame, you are basically having to make choices, and your choices are being kind of, you don't see them clearly. Your vision is kind of blurry. You're a bit indecisive about your choices because you don't have the clarity. You're trying to keep peace, and you feel like you've been blinded, and you don't know what the right choice will be here. So it seems like you do start it with the right energy. You have planted the seed, and it's going to give you the outcome. But you're going to need to stand your ground, and you will come to a place where you might even find yourself confused on what the right choice might be. But let's get a verifier and see what the outcome may be. And it also suggests that you might feel burdened, and you might feel like you've been working too hard. And sometimes you might be worrying about what other people think, or you just might feel like you're carrying too much on your shoulders, or you just, or in some cases, for some of you, it could even suggest a house move. So it really depends, because we got a few moving cards here. So for some of you, because the Three of Wands, it also suggests a move. So you have cards here that suggest a move. So for some of you, you might be moving house, moving countries, moving, okay? But for some of you, it just suggests that, you know, you planted the seeds. You're gonna have to stand your ground. There's gonna be competition around you. You have to stay in your conviction and just keep moving forward, regardless of what obstacles or what might be looking like it's an obstacle. You need to stand your ground and just prevail. And you might even, through that physical action and through that process, you might even get to a point of being confused about decisions. And again, this could be in many sectors of your life. This could apply to your emotional. This could apply to your financial. This could apply to your career. This is not limited to one thing. So when I say you made a decision, you could have made a decision about your family life, your love life, your career, your finance. So it could be a decision that you have made that is going to, the end goal is going to be great, but you are going to have to stand your ground and not allow outside influences to make you doubt yourself. And you're just going to have to stay true to yourself, be authentic, and just keep moving forward. And you might suffer some self-doubt, you might suffer some lack of clarity, and you might even feel very burdened, very like you've been overworked. So let's see if we get a clarifier. So we got the Two of Wands, which it goes back to you're at the beginning stage, and you are going to need help, because basically the Ten of Wands suggests that you need to delegate, you need to get help. So basically with the Two of Wands, it's basically reaffirming that you had a vision. You need to basically come up with a plan um, to help you in to help you carry that load. And you're basically at the beginning stage, so you're gonna need a lot of courage. You're gonna need some to stand your ground and carry through, and through that vision that you had, with that decision that you made with the Three of Wands, you're definitely gonna need to stand by it. So, and let's see, the Four of Pentacles suggests that be you're going to have financial control and stability. You to hold on to it, and you're not going to be either making or losing money. You're going to be kind of like on a standing still, like where you're stable. So it's a card that suggests that through all those efforts, you're not going to be losing or making money, but instead you're going to remain on the same path. And it suggests that maybe you could benefit from having the Queen of Swords energy, or there might be someone within your life that might have a Queen of Swords energy, which is someone that is very intelligent, quick wit, and is someone that is very organized and independent. So you might benefit from that energy, so you could delegate the burden and the workload and the just feeling overwhelmed, so that you could carry your Three of Wands plan. So that is basically the recommendation. And then we end with the Six of Wands. Six of Pentacles, excuse me. I want to end it in a positive note, where it's giving you a little bit of more insight. And this card suggests that you are going to reach a point where you're going to be happy with where you are in the financial sector. You are going to be in a position where you're going to be, basically you're going to reach a point where there's going to be an even give and take. So you're going to be in a balance. And again, this could, I see it in the financial sector, but this could apply to any situation in your life, whatever you have to do with the decision that you make. So you are going to reach that point where you are going to be in an even and take relationship, where it's a balance. It's a giving and receiving. So sharing the wealth and kindness. So you are going to, the end goal is through that decision you made, and through those steps that you are going to need to take to get to that. The end goal is you are going to be at a balance. Your energies and your outcome is going to be balanced throughout some work, of course, but you will get there. So this reading expanded it a little long because I wanted to get more clarifiers, so I finally got some. And again, I hear on the conscious mind, your conscious mind, it suggests that you feel under fire. You feel worn out and tired. So it suggests you might be holding on to maybe perhaps the past, and the past could be making you feel I don't know, overwhelmed and exhausted. So this is exhausted, really is the word. So you need to maybe go on a spiritual quest, and you have the emotional, and you have everything that is necessary to fulfill your goals. You just need to let go of the past battles. So it's in your conscious mind, you're stuck in the past, and because of the past battles, you feel exhausted and you feel burdensome. So the key here, and the biggest suggestion and advice from the universe, dig deep into the spiritual reserves, basically. And it's important for you to tap into that energy, to keep persevering and just keep moving forward. In some cases, it even suggests a retreat, but in this particular case, giving the cards, it's a lot of action that is required. It's required for you not to give up, to just keep going and delegate, ask for help, get the help, use your intellect, um, do the research, get the help that you need, stay in track, get to the objective, which is your goal, which is obtaining balance regarding the decision that you made. This is a card that says you're exhausted, but try to keep up. You're going to feel like you got a lot of people coming behind you or a lot of battles that you're about to fight. But it's important that you get the emotional and spiritual strength to fulfill your goals and this time it's time to let go of your past battles and move forward. It might not be the easiest road ahead, but you are going to get there with this card. So basically, in your conscious mind, you know that you need to let go of your past. You know that you're exhausted. You know that it's not going to be the easiest road ahead, but you also know that you're going to get there. So it's the key element for everything is awareness. If you're aware of something, you stand a better chance of getting there, because through awareness we could make changes. If you're aware of something, you could make the appropriate changes. And now it seems in our conscious mind we have the Ten of Swords energy, where we feel and I say Pisces energy, feels defeated and feels in pain, and maybe a little bit backstab, and feel like it has reached the bottom, the rock bottom basically. It's a card that, even though it's a card that suggests a lot of pain, but it's a card of surrender. It's a card of a cycle ending. It's a card where you don't fight it. You just don't resist it, and your subconscious mind just let it be whatever it's gonna be, and it's part of the process. It will end, and through that end, you could resurface as a new you. So that's what's in the conscious mind. And as a clarifier, I got the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups talks about innocence. So in your subconscious mind, it might be linked to memories of a childhood that you're still lingering to. Kind of like the Nine of Wands was talking about, the past, feeling wounded by the past. So, and your subconscious, you're still carrying those childhood wounds, or the innocence, that returning reunions, so that nostalgia. You might have a lot of nostalgia of the past. So you might have a lot of past childhood wounds, a lot of things that you are trying to you're trying to get rid of. You're trying to purge, and through your subconscious mind, you will purge that. You will release that energy. But it's definitely going to be it's a process that is going to cause you pain. It's a process that you, at the subconscious level, you might not even be aware of, but it's a process that is not the easiest path, but it has to do with with childhood memories and nostalgia. But the end, you're trying to obtain harmony through that process. Once you release all that pain or that hurt, you will resurface with peace and harmony and goodwill and kindness, because you're a kind soul. So basically, you will get harmony at the subconscious level. You, at the end, love prevails. At the end, because Cups is all about love. And then the Six of Cups, it's all about you made a decision and you're going through it. You're working at the subconscious mind, and in your conscious mind, you have a lot of past wounds that you're aware of, and through that awareness, you could release them, and through that release, you will heal. So that's the message that the tarot has for you. And sorry, I got a little long, but I kept getting cards that were not, want to end it in a positive note, and I wanted to get clarifiers because things were just a little bit unclear. So now let's move on to what the universe has for you. And the universe is basically, it goes in alignment with the energy here, because the energy is releasing things that no longer serve you. So the universe is from Archangel Raphael. He's saying, breathe. Take a deep breath and take several deep breaths, as a matter of fact, and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. How amazing is that? Old patterns, past, old patterns, um, childhood memories, nostalgia, releasing all that through meditation, maybe through deep breath, through just releasing that energy that is stuck and causing you blockages and pain. So let's see what the universe has. It's the angel of indulgence. It says, you have worked so hard and your life is deeply focused on doing good. Your heart never gives up on the real purpose of life. You, my beautiful friend, have one more challenge today. Stop whatever you're doing and treat yourself to a moment of chocolate. Well, isn't that lovely? Hey, you so deserve it. Well, that's a beautiful gift. A gift of chocolate. I am not much of a chocolate person, but I'm sure I could find something to indulge on because I am also a Pisces. So, just putting it out there. So, and this has been very crazy. Throughout this whole readings, I've been getting the owl, and I promise you, I shuffle those cards like it's nobody's business. But the owl's energy is coming forward a lot. An owl is a very spiritual animal, and it had to do with your wisdom and awareness and intuition. It's sending you, it's a very strong animal, and it's sending you the message that it's sending here, stillness and secret knowledge. So Pisces is a very intuitive, and there's a lot of secret knowledge and mystery and discerning of knowledge, discerning of information. We could discern things, and we use our deep insight to come about finding the core of the truth of the matter. So it's basically the owl is saying, embody these energies and they will carry you through the week, and helping you release that past hurt and helping you, get clarity, and, line the burden and delegate and, stay on track and use your intellect and organize yourself to essentially get to the Six of Pentacles, which is stability, on regards to the decision and choice we made with the Two of Wands, and release all the past hurt. So release all the battles from the past. And don't be so hard on yourself, basically. Just, you have worked so hard, take a break, enjoy the simple things of life, which is a piece of chocolate for some people, or other simple things for others. So, like I said, this is the Pisces group is so large, so each person has a preference. So this is a time of indulging on something small that brings you joy to your heart. So let's see which chakra is blocked for us. And another one that is being a big blockage for this whole readings is being the sacral for some reason. Seems like we're having a lot of sacral chakra issues. So the sacral chakra is basically located below the navel and influences the lymphatic and the circulatory system, the kidney, adrenal, and skin, and female reproductive organs. And it also influences feelings and emotions, which is, being Pisces, we could be a wealth of emotions sometimes. And we have problems setting boundaries sometimes. Another thing that it could throw out of balance, if it's out of balance, we could have issues with intimacy or sexuality or being creative. We could lack creativity, finding pleasure in things, or we could become attached to things or people or situations. In some cases, even develop addictions. So these are the things that could manifest if things are thrown out of balance. Of course, not all of them are going to manifest in one person, and let's hope not. But certain traits, because it depends on the balance. Sometimes you could be overactive or underactive, and it really depends on where you fall under that energy, where the energy is, that this balance is basically. So one of the things that that we could benefit from, and this is an affirmations that we could benefit from for this week, is I am creative being and I am free to express myself. My sexuality is healthy. I'm sacred and safe. I'm worth of all gift the universe has to offer. My feelings are here to guide me, not to stop me. I'm free from addictions, and I can always choose to be open for joy and pleasure naturally. One of the mantras that we will benefit from is BAM, and it resonates. BAM, BAM. Basically what we do, you close your eyes, and we repeat this mantra several times. BAM, and what it does, it sends a vibration to your navel, to your solar plexus, your sacral. Obviously I have issues with the solar plexus too, so too much information, but well, at any rate, so basically what we do, we set that mantra. It carries a certain vibration that activates and clears the sacral and the sacral chakra. The other thing that I am very fond of and that I use a lot personally is essential oils. Now, a disclaimer here, I use essential oils for my diffuser purpose, aromatherapy purposes only. I try to stay away from topicals because personally I have tested several topicals and I'm not allergic to it, but for a lot of you, you need to be careful because you could be allergic to it. So you first want to apply it in a small area, leave it on overnight, and see how you react to it before you go to topicals. But never apply the essential oil without being diluted to your skin. It will literally burn you, so don't do that. And the other thing, I don't recommend drinking any of these things because what it does to the outside will do to the inside. I would not recommend you drinking essential oils. I am only recommending them for aromatherapy because they carry a certain frequency and certain energy, and what that energy does, it flows through your energy field. And if you choose a particular essential oil, that oil will work with your solar plexus. For instance, there are 4 essential oils that are very useful for the sacral. And one of them is orange essential oil, the other one is jasmine essential oil, the other one is hibiscus essential oil, and nerolini. Those are 4 essential oils that if you burn, you don't have to burn the 4 of them. You could pick one, whichever one resonates with you, and you could burn it. Put a few drops in the diffuser, and let's say at night or when you meditate or when you are at a place where you could actually inhale that and have time to breathe it in, and that will make a difference, believe me. So I usually use them at night, so before I go to bed. So another thing, I work with crystals and stones, and they carry a certain frequency, and each stone carries a different frequency, and there are different stones that works for different chakras. They could support the energy and clear the energy of different chakras. So for the sacral chakra, one of them is aventurine, the other one is a sunstone. It's pretty good for the soul, for the sacral, and the orange tourmaline is another one, and the carnelia, which I actually should pronounce it properly since I use it a lot. The carnelian is one of my favorites, and I use it a lot. And fire opal is another good one. Coral is a good one as well. Just to name a few. There are several, but those are some options for you. And that basically covers my chakra system. Now, if you allow me, I will do Reiki, long distance Reiki energy healing for you. If you allow the universal life energy of Reiki, I'm a Reiki practitioner, and if you allow the universal life energy of Reiki, not my energy, but the energy of Reiki, to flow through you and heal you. And this will only happen with your permission if you allow it. If you choose to do so, take a deep breath and visualize, close your eyes and visualize a vortex of white light energy entering the crown of your head, which is on top of your head, and let that energy flow through you, within you, and allow it to go wherever is needed the most. I will set the intention that it goes to your sacral chakra, and it heals any blockages, any imbalances that you may have. With keeping in mind that Reiki is the universal life energy. Reiki, it's a high intelligent wisdom energy that goes wherever is needed the most, and it works on a subtle way. So in a lot of cases you might not feel it immediately, but you will know the results if you continue to allow that energy to flow and heal you. Now, my friends, may the unconditional love and healing energy of Reiki be with you throughout your week and continue healing you and guiding your path along the way, healing your past wounds, healing and giving you mental clarity and clearing your path and your way, and giving you the inner strength and courage that you need. With love and light, I would like to close this session using the sacral chakra singing ball. This ball carries a frequency that will resonate and activate the solar plexus. Excuse me, I keep saying solar plexus. I'm very stuck on that. So that means we also need to work on the solar plexus. But in this particular case, the sacral. So I am going to, along with the Reiki healing, I am going to be using this singing bowl that has high frequency, and it should resonate at your sacral chakra.